out. So, welcome to your full moon in Capricorn workshop tonight. And for those of you doing it live, we are in the full moon tonight. So let's just start by sitting up nice and straight. If you need to sit on something for a straight spine, that's fine. And we're just going to start with some alternate nostril breathing just to get us out of our busy minds and into our bodies. And Capricorn is all about coming into the body, being an earth sign. The body represents the element of earth for a lot of us, well, for us. So taking your left hand, put your two first fingers on your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. And we're going to close the right nostril. And we're just going to breathe deeply into the left for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Close in the left, open the right. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open left, inhale, 4, 3, sit up taller, 2, 1. Close the left, exhale, right, 4, 3. Relax the shoulders, 2, 1. Inhale, left, breathe at the belly. Exhale, right, relax in the shoulders, but keep the spine straight. As you're breathing in, feel your body filling up, calming down. And in the theme of the full moon, as we exhale, we let go of any tension, any stress, any worries that might be weighing us down on our shoulders, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Breath in left. Exhale, right. Taking one more breath here like this. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Now let's start to breathe in through the right for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening the left, close the right. Letting go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting go left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the right. Letting go left. Doing that cycle one more time as we breathe in, breathing in that masculine energy. As we exhale, releasing that feminine, that surrendering, that letting go. Bringing both hands down onto your thighs, palms down. Just close your eyes, keep them closed. And as you're breathing in, sit up a bit taller. And just set the intention to free yourself from anyone or anything before this moment and also after this practice. Perhaps you felt like you've wanted to shut down these last few days, or even some of us have felt like pushing people away. It's an opportunity to go into ourselves tonight and look at where maybe we are really feeling and concealing and hiding some feelings. This is a super moon and it's 10 times stronger than the normal full moon, so be aware it might have already been a bit turbulent. So when you're ready, we're going to come into caterpillar pose. It's a really nice one to sedate the body. So if you've had a stressful day or a stressful week, bend in the knees, tuck the chin down. If you've got particularly tight hamstrings, you're going to want a big bend. If you've got looser hamstrings, you're going to fold all the way over with the legs a bit straighter. And we're going to be here for about 3 minutes, give or take. So just remember, the principle of yin is to find stillness, to surrender, but also just surf the edge of resistance. So finding that pulling sensation down the back of the legs. Tuck the chin in. And with every exhale, see if you can deepen your stretch a little bit. Don't force this, just be mindful. So this moon is about letting go of old karma and trauma around how we feel safe and supported. It's a chance to let go of old toxins for a full body repair. So again, if you've had something recently happen or even an old trauma, the body will hold it. The body keeps the score. So give yourself permission tonight to let go of any trauma that might be sitting there. Allow yourself to feel fully supported and loved and safe by the ground, our Mother Earth. And as you breathe in, breathe deep into your heart. The heart represents the throne of our soul. So tonight I invite you to call your spirit into the center of your head, seat of your wisdom, and allow yourself to access the present moment, connecting very deeply to our body. So we're halfway. See if you can go a little bit deeper. So the question that I'm going to ask you is, how safe and secure have you been feeling within yourselves and outside of yourselves lately? And safety for a lot of us can feel around finances. It can feel around our relationships, external environments. Have you been feeling heavy lately? Have you been looking after yourself and nurturing your body? How is the balance of rest, play, and sleep? So last 30 seconds. And if you've felt a bit doom and gloom lately and perhaps a bit low energy, how do you bring that playful energy back into you, or do you allow it to fester? It's very easy, I know for myself, to get stuck in victim mode. And then I catch it and I'm like, it's an old pattern. What can I do to shake it out, or what do I need to shake out in my life to make a change? Very slowly coming up, and just lay on your back for a rebound. And the rebound allows you to integrate what's going on, just take in some nice deep breaths. Palms up, open to receive. Breathing deep into your belly. If you prefer to sit up in a rebound, you can, but I find that it's better to let the earth protect and support you while you're laying down. And as you're laying here, I invite you to set the intention to ground down into Mother Earth. Perhaps you can feel or visualize some roots growing out of your body, pushing deep down into the crystalline core of the earth, grounding and anchoring us deeply. And when they've gone deep, deep down, just give them an energetic tug to activate your ground and gravitational pull on your body. Activating your chakras and your aura. Breathing in and exhaling to surrender. And when you're ready, if you're laying down, hug your knees into your chest, and we're coming back up. Rock yourself up to seated. Put your right leg out straight and bend your left leg, and place your left foot pressing into your thigh, not under it. And we're coming into seated tree pose, which is very grounding. You might need to bend in your knee, you might need to put your hands underneath your thigh, and you're just folding over your right leg. Tuck your chin in, taking some deep breaths. So this moon is here to bring light to your safety and your stability. We might have been feeling a bit unsafe, a bit unnurtured, perhaps a bit unloved. And it's an opportunity for us to face the fear and the discomfort so you can start to see through its illusion and start to shift it. Perhaps old emotions and old trauma has been surfacing, and I know for myself this is very fitting. It's an opportunity to release old stories and make peace with them. A lot of the times we have a story in our mind that can keep us stuck or living a certain way or repeating a pattern in our adulthood. And it wasn't actually maybe even true, it was our perception of it. So if there's any part of you from this lifetime carrying old karma, trauma, feeling unsupported or unloved, allow it to all be collected to the surface of you right now. And being like the energy of Capricorn, being the earth, allow it to crumble all around you, just energetically clearing any old karma and trauma, all the way down those roots into the crystalline of Mother Earth, allowing it to be transmuted and sent off with love. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of karma. So if you've been doing the work or it's coming up for you, give it permission to clear space for growth. It can be uncomfortable, but it's so rewarding. So when the emotions are coming up, what's important with this moon is to stay grounded, be flexible with your disciplines, whether it's breathwork and meditation, and keeping your calm when stuff goes down, knowing that you have the ability to respond rather than react. Slowly coming up, we're going to switch legs, take your time. So left leg is long. If you need to bend the knee, one side might be really different to the other. Just breathe. Tuck the chin in if you can and just surrender. So if you've been unintentionally holding on to any old karma or trauma, it can recreate patterns of experiences where we would feel unsafe, unsupported and unloved, and it happens over and over like this loop. We can settle for less than our worth, perhaps because we are too scared to end a relationship or change a job from fear. Perhaps we worry that we might not get better, or this is what we deserve. But the truth, as some of us are so lucky to know, because we have past experiences where we did feel valued and confident. Perhaps we got a bit knocked and we fell back in old cycles. And even if we haven't had those experiences, we must trust to learn to recognize our worth and love thyself. So I invite you to set the intention to completely release and crumble away, shifting any energies of soul contracts once and for all that no longer serve you. Any fear, insecurities, and stress and anxiety of being depleted emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, set your entire body to let these frequencies go. Let it wash away down the roots. Feel that energy leave your body. Give yourself permission to let go of what you are holding on to. Maybe this lifetime, past lifetime. And remember, when we do energy work, it can drain us. So if you're feeling more fatigued lately, listen to your body. The old self will want to keep you busy and not feel these feelings. It doesn't want you to make space because it doesn't want growth. So very slowly, we're going to sit up, cross the legs and just rebound, palms down to ground or palms up to receive. I'd like you to focus on your heart, the anchor between heaven and earth, and breathe into the front of the heart. And as you exhale, allow yourself to breathe out through the back of the heart just to cleanse this chakra. The next breath in, you breathe into the back of the heart to clear any blocks, any trauma, any pain here. Breathing in. Hold that breath, breathing into that lion's heart, reminding yourself of your bravery, your courage and your strength. As you exhale, allow it to leave through the front of the heart, knowing that you are open to give, open to receive, open to trust in yourself again. I am strong. I am brave. And I fully accept and love myself exactly where I am in this very moment. Taking one more breath here. Feeling fierce and strong, yet flexible and supple. It's finding that balance. So bringing that strength in, because Capricorn energy as well can be quite a masculine energy where we can take action to make changes. So coming up to standing, we're coming into dangling. So like a dangling forward fold. You can have the hands on the floor, you can hold your elbows. The idea is that you let the body weight just pull down, you look towards your belly button, and you're taking some nice deep breaths in. And you're acting like a human magnet. I'd like you to draw into the middle of the body whatever you are ready to let go of, especially when it comes to worrying about stability and safety. Anyone that's been making you feel a little bit chaotic or unstable or uncomfortable, imagine at the top of your head it's opening all those thoughts and worries. And as you breathe out, you're just going to let them just dissolve down into the ground, the earth. Every breath out, perhaps you get a little bit lower, but don't force. If you've been talking to others lately, you might have realized that many of us are feeling this. There's a collective unconscious energy going around. Energy perhaps from our ancestors that lived in fear and scarcity and lack of freedom. We're ready to shift these old paradigms that no longer serve us. Giving permission to perhaps give all our financial burdens away and hand them over to God's payroll. Perhaps to your guides, your angels. There's so much science now that metaphysics are there. It's time to believe and accept that we are always going to be okay, and timing is none of our business. It's all in divine. So set the intention to release any people, events, situations, shifting any karma once and for all, and allow them to dissolve down into the ground, out of the mind. Any time that you felt chaotic or uncertain about perhaps who you are in this world, recognize your discomfort and stand in your power and let others go.
It's time for you to create space to be your own authentic expression and sovereign self. Bring your hands to the ground, gently coming down onto your knees. Coming into child's pose to rebound here, toes together, knees wide. Hands reach forwards, place your forehead on the mat, connect your third eye into the ground and reach your hands forwards. Breathing deeply into your hands, and your hands are an extension of your heart chakra. I'd like you to feel the moon acting like a magnet to draw out any discomfort that's left in the body, any karma and trauma. Let it be released out of you and feel your energy healing. Breathing in through the back of the heart to receive this healing energy. And as you exhale out through the front of the heart, letting go of anything that's kept you felt stuck or imprisoned or unsure of being able to release. Taking one more breath here. And when you're ready, we're going to come onto our backs. One of my favorite poses, banana. So laying on your backs, take your time so you don't get dizzy. Feet together, arms over your head, and you're going to drag your feet over towards the left. So you curve round and then bring your hands round as well. So you're making a banana shape. If you want extra, you can cross your right foot over your left, and you're looking for a sensation to pull round the hips and the armpit and the elbow. So you might need to kick your legs round a bit more. So we're going to be here for a couple of minutes on each side. Let's set the timer. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, and if you can, out through the nose or the mouth. And banana pose is really good to help harmonize you. So if your energy has felt a bit chaotic or erratic, perhaps a bit burned out, perhaps your boundaries have been a bit low. That's my problem, learning to say no. Perhaps you could notice what is depleting you or not been filling up your energy. Where maybe have you been doing a bit of people pleasing and then resenting that and then building that anger and then pushing it back down because you feel guilty for feeling it. So it goes in this weird vicious loop. That will drain you as well. It's exhausting. So I'd like you to feel the energy balancing and restoring and recharging you and nurturing you for the self-care that you are taking in this very moment. Bringing awareness to the bottoms of your feet. The soles of your feet have an earth chakra here, connecting you to the earth. Feel the feet opening, the soles. The word soul, sun. That sun power energy, that powerhouse. Open up to receive from Mother Earth's divine energy. It's a grounding tonic for your entire aura. Allow yourself to connect to your ancestors, those that have walked the path before you, the survival chakra, reminding us of our ancestral strength that is in every single part of our DNA. I am connected to my body and I am safe, and my nervous system is calm and relaxed. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, come back into the center. Bring your palms down onto your heart for a moment and just reset. Breathing in the energy from the Capricorn moon, that nurturing, earthly being. Feeling that divine love for yourself.
Perhaps feeling that gratitude of choosing to spend time with you. So we're going to bring the feet together and slide them over to the right side. Hands bend round like a banana. Option to cross that left foot over the right. So you're bowing to the other side now. If you need to deepen the stretch, you're just contorting the body in like a C shape, a banana shape. Taking 2 minutes here, breathing in deep. And if you notice your ego's trying to get you to move, and try and breathe through it. And this moon is about honouring our emotions and balancing them. Honouring our sexuality and our sensuality. Have you been releasing your emotions or stuffing them back down? I got so pissed off today. I was so angry. I was like, normally I wouldn't express it. And I thought, oh my God, I'm just going to let this go. So I screamed my head off in my car and it felt amazing. So I did it 2 more times. And the old me would have just got really angry and festered on that for hours, days, weeks, months. Allow yourself to laugh, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to even co-regulate with a friend. Let your emotions flow. We are a body of emotions that are here to be released. And the more we accept that we are a human being and take responsibility for our releasing them, the more we come back home to ourselves faster and faster each time. I have a deep connection to my body. Emotions are the language of my soul. I feel pleasure and abundance with every single breath I take. And feel that energy move up to your solar plexus space just above your belly button, and healing any parts of you that have been afraid to stand in your power. Taking a deep breath in there. And then when you're ready, coming back to that neutral position, that rebound pose, palms up. Maybe you put one hand just above your belly button and one hand on your heart as you're breathing in. I have the power to choose the best for myself. I direct my own life and I am worthy of love, kindness, and respect. So perhaps where have you been feeling some doubts around making some changes? Or have you been taking inspired action? Perhaps you're already connecting to that higher self and you're making the shifts, you're making the changes. Have you been owning your shit or have you been ignoring it? Taking one more deep breath in here. When you're ready, bring both the knees in and start to gently rock until you're sitting up. We're just going to finish the yin tonight. You've got a couple of choices, yogi's choice. To balance our emotions, we can have the soles of the feet together and come forward into butterfly, chin tucks in. Those of you who want to go a little bit deeper, legs go out wider into dragonfly. Or if you're looking for a really big emotional release tonight, come into frog pose, which is the more of the challenging. So please listen to your body. And if your emotions have been a bit delicate this week, do butterfly, listen to your body. So toes turn out, knees nice and wide if you're coming into frog. And we're just here, well, I say just, for 3 minutes. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. Pick a pose, yogi's choice, and be mindful of your bod.
That's it. Gently push your hips back if you're in frog. So find that subtle edge, not too much, not too little, just enough, like Goldilocks. And wherever you are, breathing into your hips. See if you can breathe that breath and connect it all the way up to your heart. Knowing that it is now safe to be open and to receive, being in this vulnerable position perhaps. All love resides within my heart. I am unconditional love. And notice if the body can edge back a little bit more, or perhaps you tip forward a little bit more. Surf the edge of resistance. You've done 1 minute and 15. We're going for 3 minutes. Learn to trust yourself, and this will open up so many channels for you. So I invite you now to feel the moon, bringing the energy into the top of your head and activating all the way down your chakras, knowing that you are safe and supported here on earth and you are loved. I honor the divine within me, and I am open to divine wisdom and knowledge. I am open to letting go of any attachments that no longer serve me. I live in the present moment. You've just got 30 more seconds. Breathe deep into your heart, the bridge between heaven and earth. Allow your hips to open and call in that abundance. When we open our hips more, our voice can come through so much clearer, and we feel more confident activating our voice. Allow yourself to walk forward with courage, knowing that you are ready to stand in your power and free yourself from old karma, old stories. Feeling loved, feeling strong, and feeling brave to let go of what needs to shift so that you can finally connect to that power, that strength, that higher self, and build a lasting life of happiness. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale. Now, if you're in the frog pose, you're going to need to come out very slowly. If you're in dragonfly, slip your hands under your knees and pull them in. We're going to rebound either in seated or kneeling to come straight into your meditation. So just be careful here. So you can lay on your backs or you can sit up. Whatever works for you works for me. So start to ground yourself in by breathing in deeply through your nose. Exhale with a sigh out through your mouth. The breath in represents us doing the work, that masculine energy. The exhale just represents that feminine knowing, that trust, that surrender as we let go. Knowing we do not need to force. So just focus on the breath, and if your mind wanders, keep focusing on the breath. The divine masculine and feminine can be thought of like a yin and a yang. They're both necessary for your balance, but they are so different. When we have too much feminine energy, this can lead to indecisiveness and not enough action. When we have too much masculine, this can lead to like a domineering nature and even war on ourselves or others. The key is to find balance, healthy boundaries that allow us to ebb and flow like flexible noodles, allowing you to adapt and let go of rigidness. If we go too much into that Capricorn energy, too earthy, we can become slow and heavy and dense and rigid. Instead, we can combine this energy of Capricorn in our Cancer season to ebb and flow and adapt, be light and free, and be changeable to situations like water. Water can shapeshift. Water can become steam or ice. Water is adaptable. And when we bring that earthy energy in, it becomes a bit like mud. So if we find that nice balance, that gentle mud, it can help us build foundations and help us build that strength beneath us. It can be playful. If we have too much water though, we can get stuck in the mud like tires. We can just be spinning round on the same cycle. So let's invite this masculine energy to activate within us tonight. And this will allow us to take risks with confidence. And if you're someone that has lots of ideas, but not enough divine masculine, that's when we can become indecisive or not take action, even though our gut instinct is screaming at us, this is what I want to do. And be willing to take the risks and hope for the best, but remain unattached to your outcome. What's meant for you will be, so trust that all things will work out as they should, and give yourself permission to go for it. You can repeat these affirmations internally or externally. When given a choice, I have the audacity to choose love over fear. My life's work is to be ruthlessly authentic with deep listening to my inner voice. I am a master of self-embracing my role as both healer and healed. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, give yourself permission tonight to heal your relationship with the masculine. Be willing to start where you are, even when you don't feel 100% ready. When we have that too much feminine energy in us, it can create that stagnation and that inaction. So when in doubt, do something. And perhaps in the past, I know a few of us have had those, I don't want to say bad experiences, but we've had experiences with the masculine energy before, and the result of our interactions can cause us to shy away from that, taking inspired action. And again, you can repeat these out loud or internally. I hold myself accountable. I know how to feel fear and to keep it moving. I know when to say sorry and when to be kind. I know when to act spontaneously. And I am flexible when I need to be. I know how to make things happen, but I also know how to roll with it. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, remembering that sometimes we do have to set boundaries and stick up for ourselves. Even if it means pressing someone else's buttons, it's not that you want to hurt anyone. But when we do not stand up for what we believe in, we can actually hurt ourselves. And again, you can repeat these internally or externally. I am human and I am divine. I am worthy and I am valued. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. And I'm ready to confront my own limitations. I know my spirit and I know my connection is something greater. I help build communities where people are respected and valued. I love with fierceness. And I know my higher purpose. Taking a deep breath in, anchoring back into your heart. Breathing out with a lion's breath out. Breathing in power and strength. Exhaling out humbleness and honor. Taking one more breath here. And as you exhale, stretching your arms above your head. Maybe give yourself a hug. Maybe bring your knees in and rocking side to side. And when you're ready, either staying on the floor if you want to stay down, or coming up to seated. You can do some journaling. If you want to go, you can obviously leave and do the rest on catch up. Journaling is just going to be some questions around what's going on with this moon, because sometimes it helps us have realizations. There's a bit of inquiry. So grabbing a paper if you want to do some journaling. So this moon is about karmic cycles, and it's an opportunity to, because we had the new moon in Capricorn in January. So what happened perhaps about 6 months ago that is about to be ready to kind of end? What chapter is ready to close? Is there anything that's repeated karmically? Any old patterns? It's a chance to see what's coming to an end. So what maybe did you begin in January time that you're ready to let that cycle go? It might have been a cycle from last January or the January before, because it might be still repeating out long term. And if you can't think of anything right now, you can always jot the questions down and then come back to them, because sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, I forgot about this. But if you've been journaling through the moon as well, it's been cool. You can reflect back to what was happening back then.
What was the question?
What happened about 6 months ago that is about to end? So what karmic cycle might have started 6 months ago that you're ready to close down or let go of? I'll type them out as well so you've got them. The next question, this one's been coming up for me a lot. Where do you dissociate or distract yourself? So what old patterns have been coming up, like behaviours? So sometimes when we don't want to deal with closing chapters or having difficult conversations, we might be behaving in a certain way that are old habits. So for me, like wanting to binge has happened again lately and wanting to restrict my food. Maybe you've been using social media as a distraction, or so what old behaviours might be showing back up again that maybe you thought had put to rest? To charge the old laptop as well. It's the only thing with technology, isn't it? You need keep an eye on the old electric stuff. Old behaviours that might be creeping up. Some of us, I know I've got quite addictive personality, so again, like I was tempted to start biting my nails and stuff again, so I was like, whoa, 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 it took me a long time to stop doing this. And if you've noticed these behaviours creeping back through, what perhaps have they been masking? I've actually given you my answers as well. Yes, I've been feeling a bit unsafe, like financially, feeling a bit overwhelmed. So what sort of stuff might be coming up for you? What behaviours might be trying to pull you back to stop you dealing with what's going on actually, truly? It says question 3, but it means question 4. So have you perhaps rejected or pushed anyone away recently? And why might you be doing that? So for me, like, I found it really hard to connect to my dad recently, and I've been rejecting certain parts about him, but realizing that I am him and he is me. And the bits that I've been judging him for are the bits that I'm judging myself on. So is there anyone maybe you've recently pushed away or rejected? Normally it's the bits that we reject that we then reject in ourselves, and then we feel guilty or we feel ashamed if we feel them, when actually we need to learn to love those parts.
We'll say that's question 3A and 3B. And these are quite deep questions, I appreciate that as well. So you might want to write them down and sit on them and think on them as well. You don't have to. They're just there to sort of bring up what might need to be addressed under this moon. It's quite a cool energy to be playing with. Maybe life's totally cushy and it's like all good in the hood at the minute. I don't know. No. Shit's been getting real, right? Yeah. It's like, light bulb. So where could we see them as a strength rather than a weakness? So for instance, the bit that was then like rejecting about my dad, I felt really guilty that I was pushing him away. And I was like, actually, no, I need to take space from this situation, and learning to take space is a responsibility. However, what I was doing was pushing him away and then not communicating that I needed space, which then caused that transference back. So he was like, why are you ignoring me? And this was like, so where could you make it into a strength? That is where the power comes, because if we keep rejecting these parts of ourselves, they keep representing themselves until we learn these lessons and these wonderful loops. Obviously, if you're on catch up, you can press pause. This is the beauty of this stuff as well, isn't it? Freeze in some funny shot like... Okay. Capricorn energy, typical earth sign. We love to declutter and clear. I'm organised chaos a lot of the time, so things get on top of me. So taking this energy is about making space, and that means internally as well as externally. And internally is in our homes. So what maybe needs a bit of organising and decluttering, and what mini action steps could you take to make space so you don't get overwhelmed? Like, I love to start with a couple of drawers in the kitchen, or chucking out a couple of old clothing items. And then before I know it, everything's out everywhere. But yeah, how can we do it so it's not overwhelming? Because we also love to be all or nothing as human beings. I had to call in help, like my friend does feng shui, and I was like, please come round. So she helps me every now and again when I lose the plot. Maybe your pots and pans cupboards need decluttering, or a garage, or my car, my boot. I had to start with my boot of my car. That was shocking. It's like we're literally driving around with the junk in our trunk. My next attack is under the bed, I've decided this week. I have a lot of crap under that. So,
Number 6, last one. What is one thing you would like to have more freedom in your life and an action step you could take to get that freedom? I mean, technically, a lot of us are doing courses and stuff at the moment because we know that direction we're going in. So for me, like, I want to call it like more travel. An action step for me is to like start creating courses to create like that passive income that's coming in. Prepping my work in advance so I've got more space to do the stuff that I want to do, not leaving everything to last minute so I then procrastinate and freak out and then get to that point where I leave it and then don't do anything all day. Maybe you can create a flexible schedule so it keeps you a little bit on track if you've got maybe a little bit too much spare time at the moment. You need to sort of ground that back in because Capricorn energy is here for us to start to make things happen. Some of us are going on that flippant though, where we're like, we really need to take action on taking true space so we can allow things to come in as well. So it's a bit of a fine one at the moment. Recognizing, do you need to take a step back to allow that space to come in, or do you need to maybe go, actually, yeah, I am procrastinating, or I am not really doing as much as what I could be, but also honoring the energy that you're in. So what is one thing that you could do, a little action step? If you're doing a course, maybe you're like, I'm going to get up 20 minutes earlier to get that in rather than having to do it in the evening. That could be an action step. So I'll give you another 30 seconds or so, and then if you're on catch up, please pause. If you're doing it live, obviously just got the questions there and I can send them to you separately as well if you've missed them. We're just going to close the practice, bringing the hands into a prayer. Dropping the chin down just to honour yourself, honour your energy, honour your awareness and your communication. And we're just going to finish with an Om to seal the practice. So taking a breath in. Namaste. Hope you have some cool, weird dreams. Keep me in the loop. If anything came up that you need to chat about, please reach out. I'm here for support and anything you need. Have a wonderful evening. Send me those details over as well. Enjoy the rest of your courses. I'm going to hit the record. Done that. All right, my lovely. I will see you later.
Right, are you off? Thank you.
Big love. I'll speak to you later. Drop me a message.
I want to go for a rage release as well in the park.
Go do it under the moon. We would howl back in the day, so go and howl. And I did a big scream today. I did the Kundalini and then I just let it out.
Kundalini, like.
Yeah, I did the Kundalini for freedom, and then at the end I was like 7 o'clock at 8 morning, so I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll wait half an hour to do it later.
Yeah, all right, my lovely. Well, I'll speak to you later.
Thanks so much. That's love.